Okay, after you've started Premiere Pro, we're going to be starting a new project. I'm going to be calling it 4Seasons and click OK. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our import project window. I'm going to right click and go to import, and in activity number 7 folder there's going to be 4 videos, one that represents each season of the year. Okay, what I'd like to do at this point is I'd like you to take each video, I'm going to drag them sequentially: fall, winter, spring, summer. At this point we now have a video just that represents the different times of the year. Okay, now the whole point to this activity is to give you basic skills in developing titles for your video clips. So we're going to be creating 4 titles. One that says fall, one that says winter, one that says spring, one that says summer, so that each of these different video clips are labeled. To create a new title, I'm going to go to File, New, Title. I'm just going to call the title of the title Fall. You're going to see a window now that shows a whole wide palette of different things that you can do with text. I'm first of all just going to click on the type tool, go down here and click, and I'm going to type in the word fall. Now it came up red only because I was doing some work before with some red text, so I'm just changing the color to white. To make this larger, first of all, to change your font, all you have to do is click up here, find a font that you like. Then at that point, to make it larger, a couple different ways you can do that. You can hold the shift key down and drag the edge of the box. I'm using the shift key so that it sizes proportionally, and then drag it in here. Or you can take and use the text size function up here, click on the size and hold down your mouse button, and dragging it left or right will change the size of your text. Now the text has an outline that's called stroke. I'm going to get rid of the stroke, the red stroke. There's a little black stroke in there that I'm going to just leave, just to make the letters jump out. At this point, our title is all done for fall. I'm going to go up and close the text title window. Now you're going to see that it's not on your fall clip. What you have to do, if you look in your project window, you can see that fall is the fall text is located in your project window. I'm going to click and drag it over to the video 2 channel in your video, and you're going to see fall appear here. Fall will, I'm just going to make it a little bigger. Fall will stay there as long as the text shows up on your timeline. Okay, so we have our fall text done. Let's go up and make a new title. We're going to make our winter text. Labeling them accurately helps keep you organized. Okay. Now, if I would have taken the timeline and moved it to the winter clip, you would have seen the winter clip in the back. I'm just going to type in winter, and it's got a red outline. I'm going to choose a different font, and make it a little smaller. Here's winter. Now I'm going to just center the winter text a little bit. I can change the color of that text to, let's make it a blue. Okay, the stroke is still red, so I'm going to take that stroke off, but I'm going to leave the little black stroke around it. Just gives a little more presence. Close that. Take winter, drag it over to video 2 of the winter track, and there's winter. Okay. Now, let's go over to spring. We're going to make a new title. Again, the name of the text doesn't have to be the same as what you type in, but it should be some type of identifier. Okay, let's do this. Again, it's showing up red. Maybe I'll make it a black text. And we'll get rid of the stroke. Now, let's see what type of font we might want to use for that. Okay, we'll use sort of a fancier font. I guess to stay with the onslaught of spring, I'm going to change the black to a green. I think that will look a little better. Okay, so at this point I'm going to close my title window. Here's spring. I'm going to drag spring over to the video 2 clip. There's spring. Now, finally, for summer, file, new, title, there's summer. Click on the text tool. And actually, in this case, I think the red summer, maybe we'll change it to like a little, maybe an orange for the heat of the sun type thing. Okay, and that looks good. You already know how to change the font, change the size. You can do kerning if you want to spread it out a little bit, which is perfectly fine. And there's summer. Close that window, title window, and I'm going to take my summer text, drag it over, put it on top. Now, at this point, so we have our composite video with the titles. There's fall, there's winter, there's spring, there's summer. At this point, you're all done with the activity. On a quick note, it's important to save this project to your student storage space. because we're going to be picking this up in our next activity, where we're going to be adding effects to these titles.